It's week 8 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Panthers. And it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They did have a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On the draw, here's Sanders. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try to throw now. Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll give him 8 that time, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Young will set to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also have both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 3rd and 9 here. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now here's Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. With it is Brown. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Texans at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Derek Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Young looks to throw on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. A first down throw for Young. That swung out wide to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. They go play action. Young. Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Now a first down throw for Young. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Young to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Now here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If it
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown reception. We saw Dameon Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stroud off the play fake. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation in a 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. 1st down, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Young will set to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Young on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Derek Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Houston.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 28-yard.
Throwing now is Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Pushing his way through. There he goes, right side. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 19-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw. Stroud. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Pierce now up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and goal, Stroud. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Grenard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now here's Young. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, first down. Now Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd down and 3. Here is Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Again, it's Young. Quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jonathan Grenard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Young. To the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young on 3rd down. Throw left side, on target to Thielen. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. One last shot for Young. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Houston, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.